Apocalypse is finally here, and it's directed by Brian Singer, who directed X-Men 1, X-Men 2, and one of my favorite X-Men movies of all time, Days of Future Past. What this movie is about, it's about X-Men's very first mutant, the very first mutant that came in Egypt named Apocalypse, and he just wants to destroy the world and everything, so he invites the Four Horsemen to do it. Not really that much backstory. So to reunite X-Men, especially the new X-Men, like Cyclops and Jean Grey and all those stuff, to battle Apocalypse. And this movie, I was excited, okay? Even though Apocalypse, the first look, a lot of people hate, I reckon he looks cool with the first look. And I just think the trailers look absolutely awesome. This movie probably going to be better than Days of Future Past, but is it better than Days of Future Past? I'm going to say no. But I still had fun with this movie. I didn't think this movie was perfect. I didn't think this was the best X-Men movie. I just think it was awesome and enjoyable. What I liked about the movie at first is the cast. Like, James McAvoy as Professor X is probably one of my favorite. I reckon he was better than Patrick Stewart in my opinion. But he was fantastic in this film. But the one that stole the show for me, there's two people that stole the show for me. One of them is Magneto, played by Michael Fassbender. And he is great in the movie because in the movie he has actually a backstory about him and his family. I'm not going to spoil what happened, but there's one scene that was really cool. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it took place in the forest. And it was awesome to see that. It's awesome to see how emotional his character is, how filled his character is. I also like Jennifer Lawrence. I also love, like, the new incoming X-Men, like Cyclops. I like the guy who plays Cyclops. He did better than James Marsden. I reckon he did pretty well. And Sophie Turner's Jean Grey was also great in the film. I didn't expect it to be that great at all. I watched Game of Thrones. I don't watch much Game of Thrones. I know people are going to hate me, but Walking Dead was better. But I think she was great in the film. I think this is probably a good role for her. And another person that stole the show for me was Quicksilver. Like, freaking Quicksilver, dude. I like Quicksilver during this whole movie because he was awesome, alright? I wish I could make a spin-off movie with him because I'm going to like it a lot because he's just cool. There's like one scene in the movie that I just laughed and feel in the edge of my seat the whole time. It's just Quicksilver was awesome. The action scenes in this movie were top notch. I loved the action scenes in this movie. It was just awesome to see, and it's all CGI. Special effects were awesome in this movie. I enjoy the action scenes, whatever it is, and it's also a big moment in the film that if you've seen the third trailer, you know what I'm talking about. But don't see the third trailer because if you did, you know what you're gonna expect. But when you see it without watching the trailer, you're gonna feel like entertained because that scene was awesome. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was awesome. Oscar Isaac's Apocalypse, he was great in my parts, but in this movie he wasn't that menacing in my opinion. I didn't think he was the best X-Men villain. I just think his story in the film is just he wants to destroy the world, including the Four Horsemen. Even the Four Horsemen, I know Magneto was one of them, he's the best horseman, but the others, I don't know, they don't feel powerful to me. I didn't hate them, it's just, I don't think they should have been in this movie. Like, there should be Apocalypse just destroying the world, because he's the strongest, and he was the toughest X-Men villain to face. So, why did they have to make Four Horsemen? It did make sense a little in the film why he did it, but he's more powerful than any X-Men mutant, so why can't he just be him himself? He can, like, destroy every X-Men, like, mutant, like, seriously. And, like, this movie was freaking long. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with long or anything, I just think it's just too long in my opinion. But I did enjoy this movie while it is. So at the end, I did enjoy X-Men Apocalypse. It's probably better than X-Men Last Stand. But it wasn't as good as Days of Future Past. I'd rather watch Days of Future Past more than this movie. But I would buy it. It was a fun time. I'm going to give X-Men Apocalypse a B+. So guys, have you seen X-Men Apocalypse? What do you think of it? Comment below. Let me know what you think. And make sure to subscribe to my movies and everything. And have a nice day.